Matt Mosley, Cowboy Insider, joining us via the Cowherd Global Satellite Network. Let's start with this. All right, Dak signs that, franchise tender. What does it mean? Let's just start with a simple question. What does it mean, big picture?
Okay, he's going to be at camp. It means he can do Zoom calls with Mike McCarthy. He can finally – boy, a Zoom holdout is not much of a thing, is it? It's not a big threat. So it ends that, and he can start going over the offense. And when they are ready to get together, he can hit the ground running a little bit. So that's really what it means, is that there is going to be no holdout story, and we won't be able to pursue that come July 15th or late July, whenever they start getting together again.
Okay, so Jerry Jones, to me, feels pro-Dak. That doesn't mean Mike McCarthy is. I mentioned this when he got hired. The first 2 days, he didn't call him. Is there maybe a little behind-the-scenes tug-of-war on Dak between owner and new coach?
I don't think so. I think Mike McCarthy can't come in yet. I mean, he has a lot of ground to stand on. Jerry loves him right now, but you don't want to get off on the wrong foot that way. And so he'll choose another battle. It won't be the quarterback. Steven and Jerry, very, very close to this quarterback. This is not let's have a prove-it year kind of thing. Mike McCarthy has been told, I believe, this is your quarterback. There's nobody's walking through that door. Andy Dalton, not going to draft anybody. This is the quarterback you have to work with. And now that he's going to sign this, they can start that process together. Is he in love with him? Well, no, because he doesn't really know him he doesn't have that great understanding. Have they worked together? Does he have the same passion or respect that Jerry and Steven do? No, we're not there yet. But that could happen. It could certainly happen. And Mike knows how important this is. You saw what happened. Aaron Rodgers, that relationship grew stale at some point at the end. He needs to have this work with Dak. And as soon as this thing is signed, I think they'll be getting together, Zoom or social distancing or whatever, and they will start building that relationship.
Do you think it was fair? I said earlier, I went back to Kirk Cousins today, and I went back and looked at his deal, and I said, Kirk's a little bit like Dak, where I like him, I don't love him, and that's a lot of money. Or you think they're comparable players?
Well, they are in numbers, not the way their teammates react to them. You saw his receivers turn on him at one point with the Vikings. They sort of came back around. That would never happen with Dak. I would just say his relationship with the players, management, everything. Now, he's got better players around him, but they are different human beings. Are their numbers similar, somewhat similar? Do they have a bunch of playoff wins? No. But the way people respond to them, I feel like is different. And I don't think you would ever see Amari Cooper. I don't think you would see any of these wide receivers, CDs, showing up. They would never question him publicly. That is how much command he has. And that's why holdout, no Zoom classes or whatever, Dak continues to have full command of this team. Zeke gets a lot of attention, all that. It's Dak who they all look up to and look to. And so I think they're different in that respect. If you were to look at the numbers, I think you certainly have a point.
Okay, let's go to the Jamal Adams story. When it comes to deals, the reason San Francisco and New England made a deal for Garoppolo is because Bill trusted the Shanahan family. I mean, a lot of times it's relationships. A, do you buy the Jamal Adams Cowboy stories? And do you think Dallas would do a deal with the Jets? Jets ownership has been kind of quirky through the years.
They like him. I mean, I really do think they love him. And I always try to get all my stories from when Jamal Adams is like in a Hummer, a Humvee vehicle, and somebody shouts at him. Those are the stories I like, because I think they have a great basis. And I think we can jump all over those. No, here's the thing. It's going to take first, third, throw in Gallup. It's going to take so much. They don't respect the position enough. They love that player. Would they do it for a first-rounder? You bet. They've already offered that. They offered that, at the deadline. It's not going to happen because even after Darren Woodson, name me somebody they've ever gone after. Name me a first-round pick. It's Roy Williams. That's it. That's the only first-round pick. I think you go all the way back to 2002. So I do think they love the player. They just don't have the respect for the position that they do at other positions. Outside linebacker, quarterback, wide receiver, running back. Obviously, they put all their money in those places. So other teams, I think, would be more in the running than the Cowboys, because the Cowboys are not going to get up enough. And I think you're being very nice to call the Jets quirky. That's what people say about me when they don't like me. He's kind of quirky.
Yeah, the Jets ownership is all over the map. Finally, Dallas has the best facility in the league. What is the latest on when guys are reporting in Dallas?
Oh, they're already back to work here in Texas, Kyle. No, they some of them are coming back. They've let the the coaching staff and all of that. I mean, I do think in Texas, they will try to be forced, but the NFL's doing a pretty nice job of trying to keep everybody on an equal playing field. I'll just say Jerry is going to push the envelope. Jerry is going to get fans in there, and Jerry wants the conversation to change because right now Jerry's been called out for not making any statement after the George Floyd's killing, and he hasn't said anything. So he needs to flip the page. He actually needs to come out and say something. There's absolutely no reason. The guy's not racist. I've known him forever, so I don't know why he's been quiet. But what Jerry will do is be on the forefront. How can we maximize? How can we sell the most merchandise? How can we get the most people? If he has to, he'll bring everybody and surround the stadium with people. Will that be healthy? In a pandemic? Absolutely not. But he'll put them outside the statue out there that I am pay or whoever. I don't think it was I am. Whoever. If somebody put a nice statue out there, he'll bring them all in. He'll do whatever he can to make up for what is going to be an enormous loss. But they'll be on the forefront. Don't mark my words. If Jerry can get half the fans in there, he'll be the first one racing them through there.
All right, Matt Mosley, happy Father's Day. Belated Father's Day yesterday for you and your fam.
Same
Thank
to you.
Good seeing you, buddy. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.